In this lesson, I'm going to explain to you why drum rudiments are so important, what they can do for you, and what you can do for them, as well as how to create a drum beat from drum rudiments as well. First of all, you'll need to know how to play two important drum rudiments, which are the single stroke roll and the double stroke roll. Myself and the other drum tutor, Alex from Harmony Music Academy, have covered lessons in both of these two already. If you want to find lessons for these, you can find them in the description below. I will, however, very briefly run over them now. So first of all, the single stroke roll is quite simply the action of hitting with one stick followed by hitting with the other stick. So it would be right, left, and you just keep that going. Right, left, right, left. A double stroke roll would be the action of hitting twice with one stick, twice with the next stick. So right, right, left, left. Or the other way round, left, left, right, right. If you're a right-handed drummer, start with your right. If you're left-handed, start with your left. And heck, if you're ambidextrous, start with whichever one you want to. So now we're going to combine those two together and create what is called a 6-stroke roll. So I'm going to do a single stroke right at the beginning with my right hand. So single, and then I'm going to do a double stroke with my left hand. So far we have single, double, and then I'm going to do a double stroke with my right hand, double, and so far we have single, double, double, and then finally I'm going to finish off with a single stroke with my left hand. So the full thing will be single, double, double, single. And what we want to do is accent on both of the singles. If you're not quite sure what an accent is, you can check out my lesson on drum accents in the description below. So you will have an accent which is a louder hit, single, followed by two doubles, and then followed by one more single with an accented hit. Without the gaps, so the two singles are eighth notes, so they last as long as a double. So we have, and again, and one more time, and then you've kind of made your own rudiment from just a single stroke and a double stroke. Now the rudiment does exist. It is called a 6-stroke roll, and then you could practice that rudiment just by starting off slow and keeping it really steady, keeping it going, and when you feel ready for upping the pace, you can then do that. So I'll do it for about 20 seconds or so now. And then you could up the pace a little bit maybe. And you could keep that going until you find a pace where you feel uncomfortable. Once you get to that pace, keep trying to do that speed, and then come back to it the next day, try it again, and come back to it again, try it again, and keep going until you can get that speed, and then start upping it even more and even more and even more, and that is how you get faster at it. Now, how do you make a drum beat out of rudiments? Now I'm going to apply this to the 6-stroke roll that's just been learned, and I'm going to take both of my sticks and put them in position. So I'll put them on the hi-hat, and I'll practice that on the hi-hat first of all. Once I feel comfortable with that, I'll start putting a snare hit in. Maybe I'll do it on one of the accented single stroke hits. So I'll go right, left, left, right, right, left. And then every second time that I play it, I'll hit the start of it with a snare hit instead of a hi-hat hit. So I'll have and you just keep repeating that. Already you can hear a drum beat out of it. So you practice that a good little bit first. Until you can play that really comfortably. It doesn't have to be on the hi-hat, you can try it on different things. You can try it on the hi-hat and the ride. And so on and so forth. Now you could add some kick drum in wherever it feels comfortable to do so. I'll maybe do a 1, 2, 3, 4 with it. So I'll do 4 to the floor with it. And you get the idea, you have a drum beat out of it already then, and you can do that exact same thing with every rudiment that you can possibly think of. Now, how do you create fills from a rudiment? Fills are even easier. So fills, you're already doing a fill just by playing it on the snare by itself first of all, and it's always best to start out with rudiments on one thing. Eliminate too many options to start with, and then add the options in from there. Less is more. So I could be playing that, and then I could play it on the end of the snare as a fill. So demonstration. And then once you feel ready for that, you could start expanding it across different things. So let's start off on the snare, and I'll start adding things in slowly. And you get the idea. You practice it like that, and then you could speed it up. So let me give you a little bit of a demonstration maybe of the B, me playing the B, and just kind of like putting some fills in with that, and just purely with the 6-stroke roll rudiment that you've just made from a single stroke and a double stroke rudiment. And you get the idea. You could then play it faster, play it slower. And just like you've made that 6-stroke roll rudiment and jammed with it and done your own thing, and then you could try it to songs as well over the top of backing tracks, you could then just take the single stroke and the double stroke and create a different order. So you might go double, single, single, double, in which case you'd have, and you repeat that. And you play with doing different things with those rudiments. You can do so much with them. If you're brand new to drums or you want any help with your instrument, check out some of my drum courses in the description below. Whether you're beginner, advanced, or just want some advice, head over to the Harmony and Music Academy website, check them out and get involved. I will catch you next time for the next lesson.